Dear Mr. Pritchard, I'm reaching out to you today as a lifelong Gillette customer and a great admirer of the Procter & Gamble company, especially in how you market your brands and develop and nurture your customer relationships. But sadly, I'm also reaching out to you today to let you know that I did something that I have not done in over 40 years. I did not purchase Gillette razor cartridge refills for my Fusion razor. In fact, I discarded the 2 handles that I have and replaced them with a competitive brand. So why? I did that because of the release of the Gillette video for the Best the Man Can Be campaign. Yes, the video incensed and offended me that much. Not only because of the video, but because it comes from a brand that's been part of my life and a daily routine for over 40 years, and one of the companies that I greatly respect and admire so much. Also, it runs contrary to everything that I believe in as a marketing practitioner and teacher. Teaching is my avocation. I enjoy it immensely, and it's my way of giving back and hopefully helping set the next generation of marketers on the right path. In my classes, I often use P&G as shining examples and beacons of best practices in marketing communications, especially in the areas of purpose-driven marketing and customer relationships. Regrettably, I cannot do that with the Gillette campaign. So what the heck happened? Here's my intent. This is not a political rant or a cause celeb advocacy. I'm coming at this constructively and professionally in the hopes that something good can come of it. I also see this as a very important and constructive teaching moment in my classes and for anyone else in the marketing profession that cares to listen. First, the good stuff. I applaud Gillette for its stated purpose of inspiring us all to be better every day. And I quote, to promote positive, attainable, inclusive, and healthy versions of what it means to be a man. Also, the transition from the best a man can get to the best a man can be is a smart evolution that fits with the brand. As a statement, it's positive, aspirational, motivating, and uplifting. Also, it's an excellent and meaningful move to include the boys' clubs and girls' clubs as the give-back part of this campaign. It's a great fit, and I commend you for that as well. Sadly, somewhere between Gillette's strategic, aspirational good intentions and the creative brief and the execution, the campaign seems to have morphed into something totally different. The agency and brand teams were handed a golden opportunity to create a campaign that would be uplifting, powerful, and inspire men to be their best. Instead, they made the decision to go from the bright side to the dark side and create content that demeans and denigrates their target audience and present it in a light that's very dark, prejudicial, and unfair. To Gillette, men are mindless lemmings behind a barbecue, always screwing up and being the worst they can be. I'm sure the overwhelming majority of your customers and your potential customers and your male employees at Gillette and P&G do not feel or act this way. I know I don't. I know the men in my family don't, and I'm confident that the majority of men in America don't. There's another aspect of this campaign that is disturbing and, quite frankly, very un-P&G. It purposely goes out of its way to be topical and incendiary rather than the usual P&G way of being responsible and motivational. So rather than being genuine and stand on its own, this campaign gratuitously attaches itself to the Me Too movement, and in so doing, I think diminishes the important impact and messages of that very important campaign and initiative. The campaign purposely uses polarizing phrases like toxic masculinity that demean and present a very dark and bleak look at American values. Finally, I asked myself, would I be proud to go into the Boys and Girls Clubs of America and show this video? My answer is an emphatic no. Here's what I'd be saying to them. Hey kids, take a look at your toxic father, your toxic brother, your toxic uncle, your toxic teacher. Pretty bad, huh? I don't think I want to give that message to the Boys and Girls Clubs. I think it could have a lasting negative effect on them. So here's my plea. I hope this video and other things that you might have heard from consumers and constituencies will help you put this video into the archives. Go back and revisit the creative brief and encourage the agency teams and brand teams to create content that's going to be uplifting, motivational, celebratory, and bring us all together around that wonderful sentiment of Gillette, the best a man can be. It must be unifying and not polarizing. Unfortunately, I know that this type of campaign is not necessarily in vogue or the flavor of the day today at many agencies. But I do know this: positivity always beats negativity. Negativity may generate short-term buzz, short-term awareness, but it never, ever results in long-term or medium-term behavior change. So I think doing something like this and making the most of it can go a long way in bringing back lost loyalists like me and others. So, Mr. Pritchard, I know this was long, but thanks for listening.